Yo, what's
Got you.
going on, man? It's
Here
Trey
we
number
go.
three. You know what I
Trade
mean?
number three, Bay Area Compass exclusive.
Yeah, you already know, man. Shoot,
Yes,
how you doing
sir.
today, bro?
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it, pushing it, trying
Yeah,
to push that hard line.
same here, man. Just been on the grind, living in South
Yeah,
City, doing my thing.
hell yeah. So for to start off like this, for those that don't know who you are, trade number three, go ahead and give that little introduction about yourself.
All right, so my name is Trey number three. I grew up in San Francisco. I currently live in South City. Shout out to everybody in South City. I am a multimedia artist which specializes in drawing, graphics, music, um, um, animation, and various different forms of digital media. And right now, I'm working on a comic strip. A young black brother working on a comic strip, trying
Hmm.
to open up opportunities for other black and browns. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. And then let's touch on that. So the comic, it's called Phantom.
Yeah. Phantom
Um,
number three.
Hell yeah, it's Phantom by number three. And you actually sent me that a few times. I peeped it. It's dope, man. Did you do all the art on it?
Yeah, bro. So like one thing about a comic is like there's hella roles. So you have
Right.
the illustrator, which is the person that draws it. You have the inker, which is basically the person that'll like outline it. You have
Yeah.
the colorer who will put all the color, whether it's black and white, etc. You have the writer, you have the editor, you have the publisher, you have the proofreader, you have the second reader. So like
Hmm.
you have another person go in and read it, and then yeah, so that's pretty much all the jobs that I do. You know what I mean? Like,
And you wear all those hats.
hmm?
You do all that.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. So how long did it take you to do that?
Um, to like get it started or to like
Yeah,
start
because
releasing
you
chapters.
must have been sitting on this for a while. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
yeah, it takes a minute just to draw one page. I
yeah.
mean,
I mean, like, cause I started this whole shit like 4 years ago, and at first it was gonna be about various different lifestyles and how people live. Whoop whoop. However, I ran
right,
into a hole. I ran into like a hole to where it's like, okay, if the story goes like this, it's not gonna come out the way I want it.
right.
So I was supposed to initially release the first two chapters 2 years ago, but I went into a huge depression phase where I didn't put out no work for like the middle of 2018. But
Wow.
once since then I've been trying to figure out like, okay, how am I gonna approach the story? When do I want to drop it? And then
Right.
when the new year came for 2020, I was all like, should I release the comic strip now? I ain't really feeling. I ain't really trying to get too deep into music and the marketing wise. So I'm like, you know what? Let me drop the comic, see what this does. And
Right.
take note, I have currently 6 chapters out now. They're doing better than any music I've done within the past 10 years. Any,
Damn.
you know,
And and,
you
and who like now with the internet and all the access that people have, where do all the views come from, bro? Like who's paying attention to your shit? You know what I'm saying? Like obviously, like
well, the thing about me is like I have different people in different areas of like communities. For example,
yeah.
I have the people in the hip hop rap community that like that gangster shit, that like
Hmm.
that thug shit, that like that um, real life type shit. Then I
Yeah.
got other people that are into like politics and what goes on in the real world. Then I have another category of people that actually enjoy comics, anime, manga, etc. So
Yeah.
when I have a big community like that, and the comic strip has traits from all those genres, that's how I can build like a whole like audience. Because if you read the first chapter, you'll get
Hmm.
these hood vibes, you'll get these young kitty emotional vibes, and then and then you're and then you're gonna get these dark, shonen comic strip villain manga type vibes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it pleases to everybody. You know what I
All
mean?
right.
While crossing cultural boundaries, because when you try to mix something like Japanese anime manga style with something like us urban hip culture, it can come into a crash. So you got to take the best of both worlds. You know what I mean?
And I don't think that you chose the best time, man. I think because with obviously with the COVID and shit going on, but man, ain't no one. Everyone's at home, either on their phone, tablets, or whatever. All they got to do is read. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? What other choice you got? I mean, fuck, that masking is not comfortable, so you might as well just stay at home and pick up an iPhone or a tablet or whatever and knock yourself out. Which is dope, man. And plus, anime is kicked off like crazy, man. But especially with that Netflix Avatar shit, man. All the kids is going crazy off that shit,
Man, oh,
man.
you don't get me started on anime. I remember them days when everybody used to be like, "What's anime, bro? Oh,
Yeah.
that's the weird shit." I'm like, bro, I'm telling people, I've been fucking with Dragon Ball Z. I've been fucking with
Uh-huh.
all them animes. I used to watch the shit in Japanese subtitles. Come on,
Yeah.
and I still do to this day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
And you are not alone.
that's my
Hell
shit.
no. Hell yeah, man. But I
Yeah,
think it's dope, man.
but yeah, man. Back to the comic.
Hmm.
Um, I actually got one copy printed right now.
Okay.
So yeah, so you got like all the various different pages. You know, what I mean, I'm gonna give
Damn.
you. Shoot, I'm gonna just a give them a little snippet. So you have a whole ass um, introduction. You know
Uh-huh.
about me and what you're gonna see in the comic, and then you have a cover for every single chapter. You have let's see what else. You have side notes. Side notes basically cover a lot of things that wasn't covered in the original chapter. Then you
Right.
have key terms which you need to know because not everybody understands, slang terms, derogatory terms,
Yeah.
etc. So you got to make sure everybody, understands what you're reading. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Because we got one thing about a lot of comics, especially manga, sometimes you question like, what the fuck just happened? Like,
Right.
what is this? It's like you want to keep the suspense, but at the same time, don't leave out details. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And so, like an example is, let's say, like, okay, like in chapter 0, they're all in one house, right?
Right.
So they don't mention where they're at, so it would be in like the side notes.
Wow. That's dope, man. I'm just amazed by the whole fact that you did all that shit by yourself, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it must have took a lot of patience and timing with that shit, bro. Like
Oh
people don't
man,
understand, especially like with music. Like if you take your shit down to producing and then rewriting and then laying everything down and then mixing it and then dropping it, it's like there's levels to this shit. You feel me? It's like
hell yeah.
usually it takes a team, bro.
I'm my own team. I'm one man army.
That's crazy, bro. Talented, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Talented.
Shadow clone jutsu like Naruto. You know how he does a shadow clone jutsu of
Yeah.
multiple copies. Yeah, that's me.
Wow.
But yes, so another is the thing too. You have character stats. So like if they're fighting or they're playing sports, you'll
Oh
see
wow.
exactly who has more abilities, etc.
Damn, that's dope.
Then you have technique guides. So whenever there's like a technique, whether it's in a sport or in a fight, it would all show up and give how much damage it does, how much accuracy it would, etc.
Yeah, yeah. Just like in a game.
Yep, exactly. So
Damn.
I mean, like I take the flaws from all these other their comics and manga, and I flip that and make it so I could, I mean, not make the same mistakes as them.
Yeah, yeah. Now,
So,
what would you have to give for advice for, someone kind of trying to follow your footsteps? Because obviously you had to learn all this shit. No one really took the time to explain it to you, you know what I mean? So what would you give to those that are trying to like do the same thing to you? Because just like how you did, because I'm telling you right now, a lot of people are into this shit.
mhm. Like in the comics, or just being like motivated to do something, or both.
Both. Yeah, like both.
Well,
Like,
in terms of doing a comic, your heart got to be in it to like
yeah,
do. Now
right.
for self motivation, like me personally, I don't know like what it is. I don't have anybody that motivates me. It's just there. Like I can't help it. Like I don't know, but the only thing that I can say is like you got to go with what your heart wants.
Right.
An example of that is with the beats and the music.
Right.
That is a great example, and I'm gonna break it down to you. The first intention was, okay, we're gonna be famous, we're gonna be big, woo,
Yep.
woo. But what happened was I ended up, you know what I mean, running into bad business,
Yeah, yeah.
and I wasn't trying to do none of that. So in the back of my mind, I had to figure out like, okay, do I really want to do music for the money, or do I want to do it
For the love.
because I love it? Because I wasn't getting paid off no beats, you know what I mean? I wasn't getting paid off shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I was pushing hard as fuck. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
had multiple artists is to fuck with. You know what I mean? I family did and everything, but motherfucker just wasn't trying to, you know what I mean, fuck with it. So
yeah, yeah.
um I actually went into a depression phase too because of that. But I'm like, you know what? I came to a conclusion. I can
Yeah.
make 1,000 beats, nobody be on it. I wouldn't
Right.
care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my point that I'm trying to say is your heart got to be in it to win it. Your heart got to be your heart got to like in your heart. Excuse me, real quick. I have stuttering issues.
No, it's all good.
Um,
Yeah, but I get it. Like you got to really enjoy what you're doing. That like your heart, you got to be fully invested in it.
mm-hmm.
And
Because
try to.
what happens is eventually your heart is gonna tear down,
Yeah.
tear down,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I will give some wisdom right now. All right, your mind will play tricks on you, but your heart never will.
Right.
All
And
right,
that's game right there.
all right. Because at the end of the day, your heart is closer to your body instincts than your brain is. You know what I mean? Your
Hell
brain
yeah.
is like a tube in here that's being operated from something, whereas
Right.
your heart is directly connected to the
To
yeah, exactly. So
to
your
everything.
heart will make your decision. So that's why I think I'm like I go with my heart because your
Yeah.
heart and your instincts will always guide you.
That's
Always.
dope.
You know what I mean? Like
Hell
when
yeah.
you feel like someone talking reckless, gotta look through your heart, be like, is this motherfucker talking reckless about me? Like what the fuck? Hold on. Hold on. Oh no, he
Right.
not talking reckless. The bitch just lied.
For sure.
Yeah, but yeah, man, with the motivation, it's just like, okay, you got to wake up and figure out, okay, how am I going to do this? What can I do to get this done? Do I want to take
Yeah.
5 minutes, take 10 minutes? Because this is something that I was telling one, one, one of my classmates. I was all like, look, if you want to be self-motivated to play guitar, you got to wake up every day and be like, okay, I'm going to play for 5 minutes today, tomorrow,
There
10
you go.
minutes, next week, 15 minutes. Because
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. I got lazy this
Yeah.
month. If you notice, I didn't drop a whole chapter this whole month.
That's a trip.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't feeling good, and I got lazy. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I am getting fucking lazy. That's
Yeah.
why I'm trying to you know what I mean, be on top of my toes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like ever since quarantine came in, and I haven't been in college, it's so easy to just be lazy.
Hell yeah.
Especially in this era. Like I said, it's so fucking easy.
It
You know
is.
what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, I miss going to college. I love college, man. I go to college for free. Community college.
For
It's
real.
like you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm taking advantage of that. I ain't gotta go to no university. I just gotta learn what I need to learn
Yeah.
and 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 get rich by talking to people who are rich. And that's another thing too.
Yeah.
So sorry to
Nah,
keep on
you good. You good. Yeah, you good. Let's
to
keep it
keep on
going.
like changing topics and stuff. But one thing that I learned is like, okay, people want to get rich. People tell you to get rich. How you gonna get rich talking to your mama or your daddy and they not rich? What you gotta do is talk to a millionaire, billionaire your damn self so they can put you on game.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
all those billionaires have been at the bottom. All those millionaires have been in your position.
Yeah.
When they mom said, nah, don't do this. Pa said, nah, don't do that. They took their risk and what happened? They got their family rich.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs got his whole family rich.
Yep.
He dropped out. He did not finish. He was like, fuck
Quick.
this shit, man. I'm gonna go through this.
Yeah.
And take note, he took many L's. His company
Oh
turned
yeah.
around him and he got his stuff back.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, man.
just like with Amazon, how he started that one in his little garage, man.
Yeah,
Shit kept pushing, bruh.
bro.
It built.
I
Built.
remember when people thought Amazon was a scam back in the day. You
Yeah.
remember them days?
I remember, bruh.
It was like 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
I think well, once 2013 came, I don't know what happened. I don't know what business move they made, but they just went
Yeah.
2024.
Skyrocketed, bro. Now
Oh,
everybody shop off Amazon, no matter what you get. If you go to
hell,
the store, people go search on Amazon to see if it's a better price. It's crazy.
hell, Hell yeah, bro. And what's so crazy is how things like be blown up off of certain things. For
Mm-hmm.
example, you remember what's that shit called? Supreme, right? The
Mm-hmm.
Supreme shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Supreme been around for hella long. Like I
Yeah.
remember 2010, Supreme was not that big. It was on the low. But I think once two black folks, I think it was two black, I think it was Jim Jones or somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
When
Blew it
when
up.
when they did that photo shoot,
Mm-hmm.
blew up.
Yeah.
Blew up. Because like when rappers and basketball players flex the shit, everybody want to flex the shit.
Hell yeah.
But
Something
like
about
me,
it.
I don't need to do none of that. You ain't gonna catch me on stage wearing hella chains. I'm the first rap nigga to not have no chains and no tattoos.
There you go.
I don't give a fuck, man. So,
Right.
like I said, that's gonna open more doors.
Mm-hmm.
Doors.
Now, what do you see yourself going with this comic?
Um, I see myself having a TV show within like the next 5 or 10 years. Well, not a TV show, but some type of like animated series.
Shit, who
So,
knows, man? We might start seeing that shit on Netflix, bro.
yep, yep,
Feel me?
And I'm also trying to like distribute this into like different areas. Put this in, articles. What I'm saying. Promote as much as possible. I
Yeah.
mean, whether I get paid off this or not, at the end of the day, I love to do it. And like I tell people, I can get rich my own way, bro.
Right.
You gotta put the talent on the line. Because when you
Hell
put
yeah.
the talent on the line, it's when you fuck up. Just like I was saying earlier, you
Mm-hmm.
never want to put your talent on the line unless you really financially wealthy. If you're
Right.
financially wealthy to the point where every time you make a beat, you make a band, and you constantly um 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 make it relevant and shit, then yeah, you can do that. But it's crazy on this music game. You could be number one for one day, literally 24 hours for
And the
number
next
one.
day,
Exactly.
yeah, next day is gone. Well, dude, that's a trip, bro. Like, even with the production side, bro, they'll see the comic view from you, and then obviously one day you post a beat that you just made, and that shit sound hard. Like the one you posted today, I was like, where the fuck did that come from, right? Like, that was a trip. I was like sitting there double tapping that shit. I was like, man, kid got some skills, bro. If you do come out with that song, bro, you got to send that shit.
Oh,
Really.
I will.
We got to post that shit. I want to knock that shit on YouTube or whatnot, bro, and just get it out there.
Yeah, I mean,
That
I'm
beat
gonna
was hard.
out, bro. You know what I'm saying? And once season one is done, it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be. I might just drop another video. I'm
Dope.
not sure yet. Yo, what's up, my little brother, man? I'm just on live right now with BayAreaCompass. You know what I'm saying? We talking about life. The comic strip shit what's going on in the real world. There's
Yeah,
a whole bunch of crazy shit going on. You got this
man.
man. You got Donald Trump not giving a damn about nothing. We're going to do this.
Yeah.
I don't care about nothing.
And
He should just say that straight up.
hell
That's just
yeah,
come out of his mouth. And then you have Kanye West running
man.
for rally.
Hey,
You
he
got Kanye West running for no, bro. See, this one thing about right. Kanye West has bipolar, right? Kanye West got
yeah.
mental issues. I have mental issues too, right? But
Mm-hmm.
the problem with Kanye West is that on one hand it gets to him, but at the same time he lets the shit get to him because
Crazy.
you know
But that could be working for him, man, because people like seeing that shit.
yeah, but
Like even
dude,
with
like
Donald Trump, like people like seeing that dude talk. Man, and next thing you know, he's fucking president.
yeah, but I mean, but see, the difference between Donald Trump and Kanye West is that Donald Trump health ain't getting affected by what the fuck he do. If you really think
Yeah,
about it,
right.
Donald Trump has enough money to buy to literally cop the best medical doctors. He got money
Mm-hmm.
for that. All right, ain't
Yeah,
nobody
yeah.
about to inject him. Oh wait. I take that back. Whatchamacallit. But with somebody like what's his name? But with somebody like somebody like Kanye, we know he got mental issues. But I seen a video or I seen like one video on YouTube where he stopped taking his medication because he says that it basically lowers his creativity, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
very understated. That's what a lot of medication does. That I came from. You got
Right.
mental issues and you take certain meds. that shit will make you lazy. That shit'll deep.
Should've fuck with you.
Exactly. So, and in Kanye West's mind, he got to be the best he could be.
Right.
And honestly, I feel that like that. Like if I was taking meds from my mental issues, and it made my beats sound like trash, I'll be like, you know what, bro?
I gotta stop this.
I gotta stop this, but at the same time, figure out a way to be sane. That's
Yeah.
what Kanye West don't want to do. He hasn't figured out. Okay, I know I need these motherfucking meds so I can be stable, but if it's fucking up my creativity, can I tame the creativity? Could I adjust creativity, or could I learn to deal with my issues without meds? And it's crazy because Kanye 42, I'm 23 years old, and I'm giving this motherfucker wisdom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like at the same time with mental issues, it's like, okay, he got split personality. I have split personality.
Yeah.
And when you have mental issues, you have something what I call a mental demon. So where you hear voices in your head. And I know that because I got that, but I don't let the world see that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, and another thing too, my bad to cut you off, but we also have a delusional side, because I get delusional too. I cannot front. I get delusional. But I get demonized this shit, but I'm not about to show the world that side. I'm not gonna go here and be Mr. Delusional motherfucker. They don't need to see that, bro.
Nah, but Kanye, man, he does it to where it's entertaining, and that's something that he has, and his family and the Kardashians, they got some skill, man, and they're making millions off of it.
I know.
Crazy.
But this man health is on the line. It's not like 6ix9ine, where or just like I mentioned, Trump or any of them niggas in the pen. They don't have mental issues, and if they do, it's at least controllable to a certain extent.
But here's what catches me though with the 6ix9ine shit. I get what he did. I understand what's going on, but if that motherfucker came at you right now, Trey, and was like, "I need a beat," what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Look, put it like this: it's code and business. You know, it's gonna be that bad, because it's like, if you give that nigga 6ix9ine a beat, you're definitely gonna get some hoes. You for sure gonna get some hoes. That's not questionable.
You gonna get paid.
Yeah, you gonna get paid, but you're gonna be labeled as a snitch. So the question is bitches and money worth fucking up the code? Be real. Is it worth it?
Hey, but that's what's fucking it up right now, because he's making the money, and if he came at everyone's talking about, I ain't fucking with that dude. This dude's a snitch, blah blah blah. But if he would have came at any of these cats out here on this side, asked for a beat, something bad's gonna happen, because that beat's gonna be coming out.
Exactly, bro. So it's like, and honestly, I wouldn't do that. I would not use another man for clout. That's one thing about me. Like, I may think someone shit is ass. I may think it's trash, but you will never see me commenting saying like, bruh, this shit is trash. Stop it. I'm like, bruh, I'm gonna just be like this. Like, look, I'm not really feeling this. However, somebody out there is gonna be feeling it. Somebody out there is gonna be listening to your shit or reading your shit or looking at your shit. I've been telling you. So I'm not gonna knock him, but I will state my brutal, honest opinion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And one thing about me is, like, I ain't got no type of hate in my DNA at
that's good,
all.
Bro.
Like you can hate.
That's a good trait to have.
Like, bro, you can hate the shit out of me. You know what I mean? You can want to take my life, but you will never hear me say "fuck you, bitch," pussy, because
negative shit.
Yep, especially that bitch word. I do not like using that word at all, bro. You
said the bitch word.
That word can get you smoked. Motherfuckers have been smoked for saying like, bitch, what's up, bitch? Blah blah blah. So you know what I'm saying? Once you hit that bitch word, that pussy word, and that mark word, which is obviously worse than calling somebody pussy or bitch.
Right.
That's when some motherfuckers gonna have to call beef.
Right.
And if you live by that code, even if you don't want to be in beef, even if you don't gangbang, it's like, okay, you claim you got the G code, even though you don't be on the block, but you got family that's with it. And
Mm-hmm.
so you technically with it because you live by the code, but you wasn't too deep into the shit.
Right.
But still, the still same code applies. And I know this because you know I was part time raised in the city, part time raised in South City.
Yeah.
But me, I'm always claim the city as my home because the city taught me the game.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah. For
and
sure.
like I understand that not everybody is gonna, you know what I'm saying, like uh regulate the same way, and not and nobody needs to give a damn. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody needs to care. You know what I mean? And you learn
Yeah.
that from being, you know what I mean, in the city, bro.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, you see homeless motherfuckers outside, and
Oh yeah.
motherfuckers walk past them.
Oh yeah. For
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? You
It's
ain't
crazy.
shit crazy.
Now, beat wise, I mean, how long does it really take you to make a beat?
It varies on my vibe. So like if I'm feeling so like if I'm come up with like a sad melody and then I'm looking for like a certain instrument, depending
Yeah.
on how long it would take me to find the next instrument would determine um how long
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
it'll turn out. The one thing about beats is with beats, you have to stay on topic and you're going to have a melody in your head and you're going to envision that sound. So if you don't
Yeah.
find that sound right away, it could take you hours. And what
Crazy.
it is that you end up losing that entire vibe. Because one thing about beats is basically your current thoughts manifested into the language of sound, which is music.
Right. Right.
Pretty much what it is. So, like if you smoke, you get high, you get drunk, you make the beat, you go back, you wake up sober, you work on the beat again. You
Mm-hmm.
may not be feeling it. You're gonna be like
Right.
this, but it's like I can't finish it because my vibe is not the same.
Have you ever been like, fuck it, let me just loop this shit and just call it a day?
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell
And then
yeah,
listen to it later on, you're like, damn, this shit sound dope as fuck.
yeah.
Fuck.
Hell yeah, you just loop the entire shit and then slap. Especially when you be looping samples. When you
Uh-huh.
loop samples, them shits be going hard as hell, bro.
Have you ever thought about just being a producer? Nothing else?
At one point, yeah, like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Once I
Mm.
hit like that 18, I'm like, I need to get back into my other skills. This shit's clogged. Because the rap
Yeah.
game is clogged, bro.
Hell yeah. Oh,
You
who you telling? I already know.
yeah, the rap game is so clogged right now to the point where you know what people do nowadays on Instagram with those previews and stuff. They'll just like and put the fire emoji. They won't even listen to the shit.
Yeah. It's pretty
That's
sad, bro.
that's no, that's how clogged up this rap game is because
Yeah.
niggas want that big name, niggas want that big cloud, niggas want that big money without
Mm-hmm.
with and what happens is that they'll take the whole gamble. And I'm not doubting anybody. If you want to be a rapper, go right ahead and pursue your dream, but understand that that's one of the biggest gambles alongside with playing sports. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And if that shit don't work out, get in another area of where you could be productive in another area. Because look, here's something I noticed, right? I've been
Mm.
using Photoshop since 2008, 2009. That's when I first used Photoshop. I was a young nigga. I was only 11, 12 years old.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
me? So and then out of nowhere, everybody started using Photoshop. Everybody started doing websites. I made my first website in the 8th grade. I was 13, bro. You know what I mean? I made my first, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, I made my first Sonic animation. I was only like 11, 12. So I've been on this shit. And it just amazes me to
Yeah.
see how far ahead I was in the game. It's just
Right.
like, I didn't think I was this far because the people in my community back then, because back then I was fucking with the anime community tough, like on the early days. So
Yeah.
to me personally, I didn't think it was a big deal for me because I had other people in that area, like on forums and websites where we talk anime shit that can animate way better, draw way better quicker than I am. So I didn't think I was ahead of the game because I already had people that was 1,000 times above the game than I was. So
Crazy.
it's kind of like I was ahead of the game, but at the same time, I didn't feel like I was ahead of the game. So I already had that urge to step up. Because
Yeah.
one thing I learned is that if you feel trash, so I'm around a bunch of people, that
Hmm.
should motivate you. So like
Yeah.
if you feel like your work is ass compared to this person, that should motivate you. You should use that as motivation.
Hell
You
yeah.
like, oh, my feet, um, animation of like of like my foot drawing isn't as accurate as like that one right there. So you know what? Go back to house, work on this shit again. You know what I'm saying? Or or he colored that whole shit in 45 seconds. I'm gonna work on it so I get it done in 45 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not easy, bro. You know what I'm
Hell
saying? You
no.
have long days, long nights. You know, and another thing too, you gotta sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice something. I sacrifice everything. I don't even be around my friends or family that much. That's how dedicated I am to make sure that the family that I'm around is gonna be wealthy, healthy, and living good by the time
Crazy.
this comic strip takes off. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, because one thing about me, I'm a dead ass loner, so I don't really care who be around me, who don't. That's probably another reason why I could work so damn much. Cause
And I think that's what makes you so special, bro, because you don't have to be around people to be producing, you know what I'm saying? To be making
real,
anything. You can just stay busy, rolling solo, doing you. And
uh
that's what's dope.
huh.
Damn.
That's my nigga Goku versus Thanos, the movie version of Thanos, not the comic book version, but the comic version of Thanos is something else. That
Yeah,
motherfucker could control 1,000 different timelines, bro. A
right.
thousand. That nigga King Thanos in the manga, in the comic strip,
Yeah,
like in the original Marvel comics, that motherfucker destroyed everybody.
everything. Yeah,
That nigga took down Spider-Man. That
yeah,
nigga took down fuck. That nigga in the that nigga in the comic strip is a legit monster. Like that nigga becomes God.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's dope.
I mean that Hulk in
He
the
got
comic book.
smashed.
No. He smashed the motherfucker so hard it broke through a timeline.
Yeah,
Yeah, that the comic books are
crazy.
OP.
And then you know
The
what's
comic
crazy is
version,
people, but people
yeah,
get so excited about these movies and don't take the time to read the comics. And then when they do, the comics is like way better, right? And it's like, bro, it's just a book. Motherfuckers need to learn how to pick some shit up and just educate themselves, or at least read a bit on it, right? Like even with Star Wars, everything, bro. Like I don't know, it's just the movies they can't regenerate what they have on the comics. They do a pretty good job nowadays, but I'm saying the books or the comics is just there's just another level, bro. There's levels to this
yeah,
shit.
yeah. But yeah, but see, one thing about those real life movies is that they're different continuities. So like they'll take plots and then they'll rearrange them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like Spider-Man and like Venom didn't come until later on. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? And like Venom came in Spider-Man 3. Venom didn't come until later on in Spider-Man. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
later on, bro.
What sucks about Spider-Man stories is there's so many movies now that's released about Spider-Man itself. It's like so watered down now.
Well, I mean, well, do you think it's because Spider-Man is the most known or the most popular, or
Has to be the most popular, bro.
yeah? Because I think Spider-Man is the the poster boy of
Yeah.
Marvel. Like,
And how it was sold, like I don't
you know
the
what?
the
You
story
know,
like what?
guess who's about to be next?
Iron Man?
Black Panther. I guarantee you, he gonna be next, bro. Just give it a couple years. Give it.
Probably. I just got a face mask that has Black Panther on it. Pretty dope.
Yeah. Hell yeah, but yeah, man, yeah, but you know what I mean. Just like I was saying with Black Panther, that opened up doors for hell of black people.
Oh yeah, for
That
sure.
that 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 right there was revolutionary, bro. Batman is not Marvel. Batman is DC, right?
Hey, give him credit though. Give him credit. Hey, but since we're touching on the black things and stuff like that that's going on as well, what are your thoughts on being black and what's going on in the world right now? Like,
Oh.
The Bay Area
Well,
is a different. It's different, but I'm saying like worldwide now, bro. Like it's crazy.
yeah. Well, with me being black, I think it's a blessing and a curse being black. You know,
Okay.
the blessing of being black is we have soul, we have flavor, we make everything that we wear look good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when we do something, everybody takes it. When we say something and create our own slang, everybody takes it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a blessing because us African Americans, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, you're
That's
free
okay.
to disagree, but in my opinion, I really do feel like that God gave us the ability to spark the entire world.
Right.
And I think God just made us that way. Hold on. Trey, when the next chapter coming out? On the 31st of this month. But yeah, back to what I was saying. And and
And
and the
that's
curse of being black
yeah.
and the curse of being black is being either fully hated or secretly hated by almost every other person on the world. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
By our past, um, 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 traumatizing us, and the trauma passing on to us African Americans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of what happened to our ancestors, and so that's
Right.
a curse, and that's another curse because it's like, okay, hey, we had everything robbed and taken from us, and we didn't get to learn anything new.
Right.
You know, you know, you know,
Yeah.
you
Yeah. Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Now, 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 one topic big that a lot of people do ask me is, do you see Hispanics as black people?
Hmm.
Because when you think about it, we have the same DNA. We have European,
Yeah.
um, African, and Native American. Y'all have Central Native American. We have North Central, um, 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 North Native American.
Hmm.
Y'all have the Spanish Europeans. We have the British and English. So when you really think about it, us us black people, well, us African Americans and Hispanics have the same DNA. The difference is we are culturally divided.
Yeah.
Culturally divided, bro. Because when y'all went to Spain, I'm not Spain. When the Spain went to slaves
Yeah. Yeah.
and it took y'all to Central America, most of you guys were in Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and Cuba. That's why there's a whole bunch of dark-skinned black people that look like me out
Yeah.
there, because most of the
Yeah.
slaves are out there.
Cubans out there. I know a couple of them that speak Spanish like
Exactly,
fluent.
exactly, bro.
Yeah.
And because you know Mexico, Salvadorian, um, um, I forgot the other places. They didn't really have as much African slaves, but they definitely had a decent amount.
Yeah.
So, and then they taught you guys Spanish.
Yeah.
So when they taught y'all Spanish, we learned English. Um, and when and then like many thousand and many hundred years later, y'all would come back to America and learn another language. So y'all learned two languages. You know what I mean? Even though
Now
they
did
took y'all
now did you
hostage.
learn all this shit at school, or did you just self teach yourself this shit?
Um, I um I learned a little bit at school,
Not from a
but the
comic.
part
You
is
didn't learn this from a comic.
hell no.
It's like hell no.
What you call it? I learned a little bit at school, but then I started putting the pieces a little bit together. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like bits and bits of pieces. So so yeah. So back to what I was saying. So when the people from Central America started coming to America, they had a different language, but they learned a second language.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Whereas with us African Americans, we didn't get to learn a second language because we didn't get to travel any goddamn where. You know, I mean, the Spain taught y'all Catholic.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. That I know
Um,
what you mean.
the, the English and the British taught us, you know, Christian. So
Hmm.
um, we we the same, but we culturally divided. Now, to answer the question, do I see Hispanics as black people? By code, yes. By law, no. And I say by law, no, because in America, black people is referred to as African Americans or people from Africa. So I see y'all Hispanics as African descent, like us. Whether the Hispanics want to agree with it or not, I don't give a damn. Every one of y'all got an ancestor that look like me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. If your mama don't know what your great grandparents look like and how Central America came to be, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? If your grandma don't know about it, I don't want to hear it. All right? I don't give a damn. All right? I don't care. All right?
Yeah.
Just because you don't know the answer does not mean that you get to give a guess answer, because they can easily go on the internet and learn. But nowadays, young niggas don't do that shit. I used to work with kids, bro. I'm hella good with kids, so I know these little niggas, bro. They'll be on their phone. Hold on. This is exactly how they do. They'll be like
all
this.
day.
They'll be like this. And then they'll be like, what's this? I'm like, if you don't look through your damn phone, I was like, why did your mama even give you a phone? Why did he even give you a smartphone?
Crazy.
Look. If you're a parent out there and your son always on his phone, you better give him an Obama phone. Stop playing.
Man. Hey, so what are your thoughts on this COVID thing, bro? Do you wear a mask? Do you wear a mask going out?
Hell yeah, but so spoiler alert, I made COVID a villain.
Oh, what?
Yep. Yep. I made COVID a villain. I don't have kids. I call my youngins my kids. That's what I call them. I ain't got no kids yet. I'm only 23, yo. I ain't gonna have no kids for a goddamn.
He's still practicing.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like I want to bring my kids into the world when they see me successful, so I ain't got to tell them, oh, you're gonna be successful. You got to be successful. You know.
Yeah.
You know,
so
like my mom and dad would tell me that, but they didn't get to live. They didn't get to live their dreams. So back in my mind, I'm like, if my mom, and my dad can do it, how the fuck am I gonna do it?
right.
And what you do is you gotta talk to somebody that's successful. Talk to somebody like, okay, you want to be successful? Sacrifice, take L's, be in your own lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's one of the situations where it's like you gotta learn from people that you gotta learn from people that's experienced, not guessing.
Right.
Your mama, your father don't got no experience in this area. I hate to say this because I don't want none of y'all disrespecting y'all mamas or y'all daddies, but don't listen to that shit. Let me reiterate, just like a pit name Slickback does in the Boondocks. Don't listen to that shit. All right. The only time you gotta listen to your parents is when it comes to wisdom. Wisdom. If they don't have the experience in that area, then it ain't wisdom. It's nonsense. All right. Unless you did your research, unless you got a book to back it up, an authentic book too, not just one of them school books, or you know what I mean, but a legit authentic book that can help that you could read, learn from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, what are your thoughts on social media, man? Like we got the TikToks, the Instagram, Twitters, YouTube, shit. Like serious, bro. Like I mean, motherfuckers is blowing up off of different ass social media bullshit. Like whether you got the TikTokers bouncing and jumping and doing whatever they doing, bro, to like Instagram posting pictures, like fake living. I mean, what do you see as key for an artist like yourself? Because I mean, you are a true artist, man. You knocked out this comic book going on, so it's got chapters in it, and you doing music, beats, production wise, laying verses, doing videos. I mean, come on, bro. That's skills. That's talent right there, bro. So it can't go unrecognized. You feel me? But what do you
Yeah.
see as a tool for social media that for one helps you and could help others?
Well, number one, marketing, getting your name out there.
Yeah.
That is the number one reason why I'm on social media. If I if I had a promotional team or 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 like a promo manager or some shit, I wouldn't be on social media at all.
Really?
I really wouldn't be because it's like, okay, a bunch of people goes on social media acting like they living their best life
Yeah.
when as soon as they off social media,
They
they
hurting.
either A, miserable or B, going through the struggle. All right. You have people, no, peep this. You'll have people flex what they just got. They friend message them talking about, can I get some money? They respond with, I ain't got it. But you just posted this amount of shit that costs this much amount of money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them situations where it's like social media has separated people from reality. And I'm not gonna lie, social media has corrupted people my age and younger
Yeah.
because
But then again, too, it's allowed us to connect though. So
yeah,
it's helped.
yeah, definitely. Social media made it a lot more easier for people to connect with each other. Well, I'm not gonna say all the social media because it's
Yeah.
obvious, like, because you remember like back in those MySpace days when these old guys you used to portray these like young girls and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it wasn't so social media wasn't always the the
Yeah.
best way to connect. Hey, but I feel like once Instagram came, that shit died out.
Yeah.
Because now you could actually see people's faces, etc.
Yeah.
Whether that's with Facebook and MySpace, you ain't gotta post nothing. You
Yeah.
ain't gotta post shit. And
Nothing.
honestly, Snapchat is the best example because with Snapchat, you gotta show your pic, you gotta show your face. You know what I mean?
Yeah. People used to forget. People forget where Snapchat really came from, but it used to be that app that people used to send each other naked ass pictures, trying to get with different ass women out there. You know, you send them a message, that message get deleted. Now Snapchat's like a cup of coffee. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, bro. Now, one
Social.
thing about me, when I'm on Snapchat and I have like personal conversations, I just do a text image and allow once because I can't have it to where these motherfuckers start saving messages and then when I hit
Yeah,
they start exposing.
bruh,
'Cause
that's
no,
crazy.
dude.
That's true
Hey,
though.
look, hey, y'all know as well as I do. When you start getting big, people are gonna start screenshotting all your messages of you talking shit to them, of you
Hmm.
threatening them, whether it's a man, a woman, or a sixth grader. They all gonna expose that shit as soon as you start getting bigger.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
And then for those that are on IG Live tapping in, bruh, we I know Trey tried to read some questions off there, but if we don't read your question, we're not ignoring you. We're just knocking out this interview. Um, this is the first IG live interview for Bay Area Compass, and the first person to do it with us is TrayNumba3.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. The multi
Um,
artist.
yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
yeah.
And if
So
you're just tapping in now, we did speak about the comic. There it is, new, freshly printed.
no,
Let
yeah.
them know where they can find it at, bro.
Um. It's right here. On this website. I can show y'all real quick.
I know you posted something on your social media too. You said if you Google
Yeah.
Phantom
Let me
by
see.
TrayNumba3,
Hell yeah.
and that shit'll pop up
Hold on. Let me see if I could.
for those that want to peep your work.
Yeah, let me see if I can switch the camera. Hold on. All right. Hold on. So here's the website right here. You could just go on Google like this, and then you look up and hold on. Right here. Look up Phantom by Trey number 3. And then it should pop up right here. So currently there's 6 chapters out. There's chapter 0, pilot, chapter 1, mysterious, chapter 2, conflict, chapter 2.5, the I'm a mini comic, chapter 3, strange things, and then chapter 4, school. Um so yeah, and I'm gonna give you guys a basic summary what's about. So it's basically about two young African Americans, um, Brayshawn, um, a, um, an 11-year-old, and then Jared, who's a grown up. Um, and basically, they're living in a real world where basically the government wants to take over everything, just like in real life. And there are these things called ghost stones / phantoms, which have these powers to exterminate almost every single person of color on that planet, on planet Earth. And so they need to figure out the secret of that and stop that shit.
Wow,
Pretty much.
that's pretty dope.
So
Dope
yeah.
concept.
So yeah, man. I mean, like I was saying, I combine the best vibes and the best genres that I'm into. Like with anime, the the best part about anime is the tension, the fighting, and the concept of villains. That's the best thing about that.
Okay.
With like video games, the best thing about that is like obviously like keeping score, health bars, statics, etc. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to put that in to make sure everything makes sense. And then you have the African American comedy vibes, you have the urban hip vibes, and then you have the politic real world vibes. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
wrap it on. So yeah,
Now,
that's pretty much.
now, if a person was interested in purchasing a copy of this, can they go on that website and just order one?
Nah. They have to send me the cash so I could
Get
get
it
it made.
printed? Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah. And it's expensive. It's like
Yeah.
it's $60 for like
Yeah.
150 pages.
And color,
That it's in black and white.
in black and white. Okay.
Hell yeah.
But I have to throw that out there. I had to ask because there's people out here that would want a copy. You know what I mean? That might even want that copy. So make sure they hit you up on their social media, or I don't know what do you prefer?
Yep. Yep. I'm
Social
on.
media
Yep.
on
Yep. On
IG,
Instagram.
on Instagram. Okay.
Yep. Ask me my
Now,
tree number 3.
what? So,
Before you before you go, please what? What did you want to say? Could you tell me? Or actually, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna be answering questions. Hold on. Answering questions.
yeah, let's do it.
Answering questions. Hold on. Could you pin my thing? Answering questions. All right. Could you pin that?
Yeah,
So I'm about to send this live to a couple more people.
there you go. There's I got you pinned. For those that are tapping in right now, train number 3, first interview, Bay Area Compass IG Live. This will be on YouTube. Um, so if you didn't catch the whole interview, it will be on our YouTube channel. Um, we spoke with train number 3 about his new comic, Phantom. Um, he spoke about how he created it, what he did. He actually created the whole fucking comic, drew it, everything, storyline, the whole nine. And people that don't know, he also is a producer, an artist. He
But
makes music.
I keep the music to myself.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So please don't ask me for no beats. I'm sorry. I love me. I love y'all music, but I can't. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. What is your opinion on Black Lightning? I heard of it, but I haven't had a chance uh to check it out yet. I'm sorry. Could you DM me it so I could go so I can go check it out? Let's see. Any more questions? Any more questions? Dang, we need some more people up here. I remember one time I seen like 7 in here.
Yeah, there's 8, 9, but they, it's the time too. So it's early in the morning. It's not that
Speaking
many.
of, it's oh shit, it's 1:21. I'm about
Yeah, no,
to log
yeah,
up out of here, man.
uh-huh.
Oh yeah, make
But
sure that you save this video and share it to to um IG TV.
yes, sir.
Black um um so that I can watch it and send off to everybody. All right.
Yeah, yes, sir. Um, and promotions perhaps is from I'm from Berkeley. All right, well. Bay Area native there.
Oh wait, one more thing, man.
What's up?
I forgot to ask. Where you staying at right now? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm in South City too, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, yeah,
Bro, we gotta link up, man.
yeah.
Industrial City.
Hey,
You know what I'm talking about, man? But hey, look, shout out to everybody in South San Francisco doing their thing, bro. Keep
hell
being
yeah.
on your grind. And hey, shout out to all the real ones that know what's up, that know the code, keeping it lit and staying in their own lane. You know what I
There
mean?
you go.
Much love to South City from Trade number 3, bro.
Right on, bro.
I mean, well, shit, I'm up out of here,
Yeah.
bro. I
Hey,
don't.
right on for tapping in though, bro.
Yep, I'll talk to y'all soon, bro. All y'all have a great month, have a great rest of your year, and don't let nobody knock you off. And if you need some motivation, go through my whole Instagram highlights. I guarantee you it'll spark something in you. All right.
There you go.
Good night. Show.
Damn.